Hello students, welcome to period 3. This is Francis. So today we will look at a new topic, the difference between two directed numbers. Now here we are going to consider two cases under the subtraction of two directed numbers. The first case is the subtraction of positive numbers. Now, by subtraction of positive numbers, we will consider simple examples. Let's start with simplify. Positive 1 minus positive 2. Solution. You see, using the number line system, we can work this out easily. We first of all construct a line with a positive direction. This is a negative direction. And because you're looking for plus 1 minus plus 2, now we saw lastly that plus 1 minus plus 2 can easily be written as plus 1 minus plus 2 by removing the brackets. Minus plus is what? If you recall, we have shown this already in our last class that negative positive is negative. So therefore, minus plus is minus. That's why we have plus 1 minus plus 2 becomes plus 1 minus 2. And to get plus 1 minus 2, we use our number line. We are starting at plus 1. That's where we start. And we move in the what? Negative direction. How many times? Twice. Move 1, 2, giving us what? Negative 1, which is the solution to this problem. Okay. Now, the next case we are looking at, case 2, is when you take the difference between two negative numbers. Consider the example below. You have to evaluate negative 1 minus negative 2. Using your number line system, before we use our number line system, opening the brackets, negative 1, negative, negative 2 literally is negative 1, negative, negative 2. And also, we know that negative, negative is positive. So, negative 1, negative, negative 2 becomes negative 1, positive 2. Now, to work this out, we are starting at negative 1. When you construct your number line, start at negative 1. You move in the positive direction 2 times. 1, 2. Okay? Giving us what? Plus 1. Reason why the solution to this problem is positive 1. Now we look at more examples on the subtraction and the addition of directed numbers. So start with the first one, where you are given negative 2 plus minus 5 minus plus 6. Opening the bracket, we have negative 2 plus minus 5 minus plus 6. Okay, and because we also know that plus minus is what? Plus minus is minus, and minus plus is minus. What does that imply? This implies that plus minus becomes minus, minus plus is minus. So we see that to solve that problem, we need to construct a number line. To solve this, we need to consider these first two first. So using our number line, we make a number line with the positive axis, negative axis, and the neutral point is here. We label it. So since we are working minus 2 minus 5, we start at minus 2 and move how many times? 5 times. In which direction? Negative direction. So start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, giving us 7, minus 7 I mean. So therefore minus 2 minus 5 is minus 7. This negative 7 is simply the value for minus 2 minus 5. Now to find this, so we see that our problem drops to what? Minus 7 minus 6. Okay, now to find minus 7 minus 6, we use another number line system. You see, constructing the number line with a neutral point here, we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and so on, continue like this. We are starting at negative 7. Negative 7 and moving 6 times to the negative direction. From here, negative 7, we move 1, 2, 3. Oh, you notice we are kind of stuck here. So to complete this, we need to construct another line, number line. You see this number line is continuing from here. So we are going, how many moves did we do here? Let's count it again. We have 1, 2, 3. 3 is at minus 10. So this is still minus 10. So the count there is at least 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 we have negative 13. Thus, what does that imply? That negative 2 plus minus 5 minus plus 6 is what? Negative 13. Now, the second question is positive 4 minus negative 2 plus negative 3. Opening the bracket, we have positive 4 minus 2 plus minus 3, which is positive 4 plus 2 minus 3. Why? Because minus minus is plus, plus minus is minus. Now, working with positive 4, positive 2, using your number line, you can do it directly. Positive 4, positive 2 is positive 6. But using our number line, we can also have the same result. You see, constructing the number line, we are starting at positive 4 and moving 2 times to the positive direction. So we have 1, 2, giving us positive 6. So positive 4 minus 2 plus minus 3 becomes 6 minus 3. Okay, to find 6 negative 3, we construct a second number line where the neutral point is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So we are starting at positive 6, which is here, and moving to the negative direction 3 times. So from here we have 1, 2, 3, giving us what? Positive 7, positive 3 I mean. Hence you see that the solution of positive 4 minus 2 plus minus 3 is positive 3. So our new subtopic is 1.3. That's the product of two directed numbers. Now in this part, in this section I mean, multiplication of signs is very important. Signs play a very big role here, in the sense of when you multiply plus and plus, you have positive. When you multiply positive negative, you have negative. The product of negative positive is negative, and the product of negative negative is positive. We are going to consider 4 cases, of which case 1 is when what? Positive is being multiplied to positive, and we know it has to be positive. Now, example 1, under this case, you are asked to find out what positive 2 times positive 5 is. Okay. Positive 2 times positive 5 is equals to literally positive 2 times 5, positive 5. We move in bracket. Now, the way we do this is we first of all do signed multiplication and then we look at number multiplication. So positive times positive is what? Positive. I repeat, positive times positive is positive. Now 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10. So positive 2 times positive 5 is positive 10. Example 2, positive 6 times positive 5 is equals to positive 6 times positive 5. Remove the bracket. And then positive times positive is positive, while 6 times 5 is what? 30. Case 2. Now in case 2, we have positive times negative to be negative. Now we are going to find out what positive 5 times negative 3 is. Of course, positive 5 times negative 3 is equals to positive 5 times negative 3, removing the brackets, plus times minus is minus, plus times minus, we saw it is minus, and 5 times 3 is 15. Reason why positive 5 times negative 3 is what? Negative 15. For example 4, to evaluate positive 10 times negative 1, we also have the same thing. Positive 10 times negative 1, sign multiplication first, plus times minus is minus, 10 times 1 is 10. Now case 2 is all about subtraction times addition to give subtraction. So example 5, you have negative half times positive 1/4. We want to find out what that will give us. You see, negative half times positive 1/4 is equals to negative 1/2 times positive 1/4, literally. Now we do sign multiplication first. Minus times plus is what? Minus. Now 1/2 times 1/4 is 1/8. Since 1 times 1 is 1 and 2 times 4 is 8. So we look at example 6. Negative 1 whole number 1/4 times positive 1/5 is the same thing as negative 1 plus times 1 times positive 1/5. Now changing this to its improper form, we have 4 times 1 plus 1. 4 times 1 plus 1, okay, over 4, the denominator, the negative sign still there, times plus 1/5. Now, because minus times plus is what? Is minus, so we have minus here, and 5 times 1 is what? 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So minus 5/4 times plus 1/5 is minus 5/20. Now 5 can go here one time, 5 can go here 20 times. So when we do that, we have negative 1/4. Good. Now this takes us to case 4, where we look at the product of two negative signs, which is positive. If you're asked to simplify minus 4 times minus 2.2, how do we attack that? You know, when you remove the bracket, we have minus 4 times minus 2.2, and minus times minus we know is positive. So 4 times 2.2. 4 times 2.2 is literally 8.8. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 2, 8. So we have 8.8. Okay. Example 8 is asking us to simplify minus 5 times minus 18. Because we do know that minus 5 times minus 18, when you remove the bracket, gives us positive here, because minus times minus is positive, and 90 here, we have 90 here because 5 times 18 is actually 90. So minus 5 times minus 18 is plus 90. So in general, for A and B standing as numbers, it follows that plus A times plus B is plus what in bracket? A times B. Okay. Also, plus A times minus B is equals to minus in bracket A times B. Also, minus A in bracket times plus B in bracket is equals to minus in bracket A times B. And finally, minus A in bracket times minus B in bracket equals what? Plus A times B. Good. So now we go to the last section of topic 1, which is division with directed numbers. Now this is very similar to what we saw in multiplication. Okay, just as in multiplication, plus divided by plus is plus, minus divided by plus is minus, plus divided by minus is minus, and minus divided by minus is plus. So if you are asked to divide these four problems, we start with the first one. You notice that plus 24 divided by plus 3 is equals to literally plus 24 divided by plus 3. If you remove the bracket, division can be written in fractional form as plus 24 over 3. Why is it plus here? Because plus divided by plus is plus. So 24 over 3, 3 here, 1 time here, 8 times, so we have positive 8. Also, minus 36 divided by plus 9 is equal to minus 36 divided by plus 9, and in fractional form we have this. Minus divided by plus is minus. Okay, so from here 9 goes here, 1 time here, 4 times, so we have minus 4 as our result. Second to the last one, we have plus 3 divided by minus 6, which is the same thing as plus 3 divided by minus 6, plus divided by minus is minus. Okay, 3 divided by 6 is 3 over 6, which is equals to minus half. Since 3 goes here 1, here 2 times. And finally, minus 4 divided by minus 2 is equals to minus 4 divided by minus 2 without brackets. Minus divided by minus is plus. 4 divided by 12 is as a result of 4 divided by 12. And 4 here, 1 here, 3 times, so we have this. Okay, and this marks the end of the topic directed numbers. You will be given assignments to solve and to submit next week. Thank you for watching. Take care.